Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. In this video, we're going to talk about Candace Owens finally reacting to Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater breaking up exactly as I told you she would have, because if you have been keeping up, you guys would know that I said Candace Owens called this the moment that we learned that Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater were an item. Now, in case you guys have been too busy, too caught up with life, honey, Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater, they have broken up officially and they're making it known via media outlets. Now, based on what the media outlets are reporting, they're saying the split was amicable and it was a few months ago that the two had decided to call it quits, but it's just hitting the tabloids. What else do we know, honey? What else do we know? Now, Candace Owens had predicted this moment, and Candace Owens told us why Ariana and Ethan Slater would not have worked in the first place. Candace Owens told us that Ariana loves to intentionally go into people's relationship. When she intentionally goes into people's relationship, she will then leave. Okay? Once she knows that the man is out of the woman's radar for good, the woman is out of the man's radar for good, the relationship becomes boring, dull, and uninteresting to her. And at that time, she moves on to her victim. So, as such, Candace Owens is saying Ariana has a daddy issue. And because she has a daddy issue that she's refusing to get therapy for, Ariana intentionally breaks up good relationships. Candace Owens has given us the breakdown of how many relationships Ariana Grande has intentionally ruined, okay? So, when Candace Owens called this years ago, it definitely came as no surprise when I realized that, you know what? Candace Owens, accuracy, impeccable. So I have no doubt that this was going to end up run about the same way. So as such, hearing that Ariana and Ethan Slater had ended definitely came as no surprise. Now, as you guys can remember, they met on the set of Wicked. Ethan Slater was married to his high school sweetheart, and they had a child together. He was the perfect target for what Ariana was accustomed to, and as such, it was very easy for Candace to predict the next happening, the next tragedy, Ariana's next victim. So Candace is reacting to the breakup and she's breaking it all down so easy. Anyone can see the play here. And honey, I must admit, Candace is on point. Oh yes, she is. Yes, she is. Let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of our commentary.
Ariana Grande announcing the most obvious split of all time, because I called this very early. Ariana Grande has an issue. Her issue is daddy issues, and the sport for her is in breaking up people's marriages. That's it. As soon as she breaks up the marriage, she's not interested in you anymore. It was like wicked. Really, like the most wicked thing that happened when they made the movie was this guy who's a bit unfortunate looking, Ethan Slater, was married to his high school sweetheart. They just had their first baby. Ariana went to dinner with him and his baby, held the infant, and then took the man. But of course, like I said, after she breaks up the relationship, then she kind of just is not interested. So she's on the hunt. Ladies, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your husband. She will be looking to enter in another relationship with a married man because she is trying which she doesn't realize she's trying to do, is her father left her mother, or they separated when they were young. She was raised by her mother, and she wants to recreate the injury of her own childhood. She grew up without a dad. She wants other people to grow up without fathers. So when she sees a productive relationship, somebody having their first kid, the glow of that for her is what she's trying to extract. And then she feels like she sort of gets to revenge her father every time she does this over and over again. And she's done it a lot of times. In 2011, she was dating Graham Phillips, but he was at the time dating Allie Trim, who was also a co-star in the musical where Graham met Ariana. That relationship broke up. She cheated on Jai Brooks twice. Once with Mac Miller. We all know the Big Sean story. That was a pretty big one. He was engaged to Naya Rivera. Naya Rivera has since passed on, but not before writing a book about how she walked in to her house with the person that she was going to marry, Big Sean, and found him sitting with Ariana Grande. Again, right before the wedding bells. She's just got to rip that head off. It's got to be hers. And she doesn't want it for a long time. She got with Mac Miller. He was also with his high school sweetheart of nearly 10 years until Ariana came along and said, "That's a nice relationship you have. What if I broke it apart?" She herself was married to Dalton Gomez when she stumbled upon, I forgot Pete Davidson. Yeah, Pete Davidson was another one, which she disputes, but he was in a 2-year relationship and then suddenly got with Ariana. Very quick timeline there. It's like that's the interest for her. She's trying to mend her daddy issues in the most toxic and wicked way possible. But you are at another level of wicked to hold an infant while you're taking somebody's husband and breaking up a family. So people have noticed that she looks sick. She is obviously physically sick, but the mental illness has been going on for a very long time. The physical illness is what follows the mental ailment. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husband, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband.
Okay, guys, there you have it. Candace Owens breaking it down nicely for us because she called it years ago before it happened. And because it happened exactly as she told us that it would have, now she is reacting to it. So, a lot of critics on the internet, they were gasped when they realized how accurate Candace Owens was with calling the breakup between Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande. There were even more gasps when she broke down how many relationships Ariana Grande has ruined and just moved on as though absolutely nothing is wrong. And that's the thing. Ariana is just such an amazing artist. But what I observe is that the most amazing artists ever in history, they're always so complex. Like, they tend to be so problematic. Always. Like, I've never, ever seen a good artist that's never, ever, ever problematic. If it's not problematic with being highly controversial, like Kanye West, they have problems with relationships, sex addict, drug addict, alcoholics. Like, there's always that one little thing about them. And if you look at that one little thing carefully, you realize that it can be, even though it's just a little thing now, you realize just how dangerous it can be within itself, right? So with Ariana Grande doing this consistently to people's marriage, to people's serious relationship, like, girl, how much of this are you going to keep up? Like, how long are you going to continue with this charade of yours? Because, honey, it's really looking bad. And Ariana has an amazing fan base. They support her and they support this kind of behavior. But you need to understand that you can support Ariana's music because, like hell, I love her music. She's one of my favorite artists when it comes to her artistry. Her music, very beautiful. But you cannot deny that there seems to be something going on with Ariana. And she has the money to get the therapy. So girl, why aren't you getting therapy, honey? Like, why? You can't continue living like this for sure, because at this point in time, I don't think anyone can deny that Candace Owens is right. Ariana Grande genuinely has a problem, one that needs to be addressed ASAP, or else it could turn out to be very dangerous, or at least in my opinion. But anywho, guys, let me know what y'all think, and we're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.